Hi everyone, and welcome back to this course where we learn Fusion 360 together. In this video, we're going to make a battery holder that looks like this. So first, let me go ahead and start a new file or a new design. And right here, we are going to add a new sketch. We will choose this plane. And first, we will start with a 2-point rectangular. By the way, sorry for the long break. I'm trying to get back into it. So I hope you follow along here. So we'll start with an easy one. I'm just designing a battery holder for the battery 18650. Obviously, if you have a different battery, make sure you measure that and you can adjust or scale this to your need. So the one I have is going to be 75 by 20, and that is our first 2-point rectangular. Now let's zoom in a little bit so you can see better. And then I'm going to start by offsetting this by 2. That is going to represent our outside boundary or give us basically a wall thickness. So let's zoom in a bit more. And we need to also make some holders for the springs that we're going to add for the battery. So let's do that also using the same thing. I'm going to draw these to be 2 by 5. So that's our rectangular. And I'm just going to add these 4 more or 3 more basically. And they're all going to be 2 by 5. Now you can use a mirror as well if you want. I have a video showing you how to use a mirror so you can mirror these to the other side, but it's probably easier to just like add them over here. So let's just add one more here. That is going to be, so this is 5 and this is 2, and that looks good. Now, let me also zoom in here so you see what I am doing. We'll just add the last one here. So you get the idea. It's just 2 by 5. So this is going to be the knobs that hold the springs in place for our battery, or the springs for where we're going to put the battery in place. So the last piece here is I want to make a hole in the middle. The reason this will help to reduce the material being used and also keep the battery cool and like reduce the weight and everything. So let's start by going 2 from the side, and then I would like to go maybe 4 from the top. So there you go. That's about 4. Yeah, that's a 4 from the top and 2 from the side. And then same thing here. We're going to do 2 from the side and then 4 from the top. That looks like it's in the middle for me. But to double check, I'm going to use the press D. That's for distance. And we're just going to measure this. So this says 7 here. That's good. And that's going to also add a constraint for us. And then let's just try the same thing on this end to make sure if this is 7, that's good enough, then we know we're in the middle. Now, these also, they look just 1 millimeter distance apart from the wall. So they look good to me. But if you want to measure them, you can also add a distance. I'm not going to do that right now because I don't want this video to get too long. So right here, I'm going to click Finish Sketch for now. And then let me go to the home orientation. And first, we're going to do a quick extrude for this floor. So I'm going to use this extrude. I'm going to extrude this floor by 2. So we're going to go up by 2. Now, you see this body kind of hid our sketch. So let's re-show our sketch. And actually, we can hide this body for a second because we want to do another extrude. This time, we're going to extrude everything else except that middle, because that middle is just a hole. We don't need that. Now we're going to extrude everything by 20. So let's go up by 20. Now we can show this other body. And let me zoom out to kind of show you what we have so far. So this is what we have so far, but doesn't look very good yet. Let's smooth out the edges. So I'm going to hide my sketch since I don't need it right now. And then I'm going to choose this fillet. I'm going to smooth out these edges. So let's select these. Now let's go in by 4. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, we missed one here. So let's just do it again. I missed this one. So, yep, that's 4. Yep, that does it. So yeah, now we got all the edges smoothed out. I think we can also make another hole here in the wall because this will reduce the material use that we don't really need. So we can just right click here and click on sketch. Here we can use a rectangle, as a circle to cut. Actually, maybe we can use an ellipse. Let's see. Let me zoom into this a little bit. I think my PC is being a little bit slow, but that's okay. So here under create, we can choose an ellipse. So I'm going to choose that and let's find our center point over here. So I believe that is our center point. And then we can go out as far as we think it makes sense. I think I'm going to go out 50. How about that? I think that makes sense. And then I think I messed up something. Let me just try this again. I'm not sure what happened, but I think I messed up something. But let's try it one more time. I think also my PC is being a little bit overloaded because I'm also recording at the same time, but we'll make this work. Let's see. So that is our 50. And then we can go up. Let's go up 25. I think that looks good. It worked this time. So I'm going to click finish sketch and I am going to go back to the home orientation again. And I'm going to show this second sketch. So let me show my visibility of my sketches. And we just need to extrude this to cut this time. So I'm going to do extrude. I'm going to select this piece and we're just going to push it through to cut. That will cut these pieces. And then let's also smooth out these edges like we did earlier using the fillet tool. So I'm going to select these edges. There you go. And let's go in by 5. Yeah, that looks good. So that's pretty much it. So here, if we orbit around this, that's what we have. And this should fit the 18650 battery. Obviously, you can adjust these size, depends on the battery you are using, and you still need to add the plates or the springs on the ends to get the battery basically positive lead and the negative ground. So this is it for this one. Please consider like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.